Hey guys, I hope you're grand. Let's just move to the next concept on our list, which is what we are now here. We're doing the reversal signs, and I said under the on this channel, the only reversal patterns or signs that we're going to be talking about focusing on engulfing and pin bar. So nothing else. We don't care about all the other stuff. We just want these two. So let me now show you how to. What is it that you need to know under what? Under engulfing and pin bar. So these are what reversal signs or patterns. So I'll give an example. Let's say we are trading, you know how much we love H1 and H4 whenever we make our videos this side. Let's say you are trading these two, and then H4 as your main trend, it says up, and then but again H1 says up as well. So we're buying on H1, we're buying, and then we hit H4 resistance. It means now we stop buying, we exit. And then now when we hit the H4 resistance, we are still on H1, but we know that we have hit our H4 resistance. And then on our H1, what did I do now? On our H1, after hitting the H4 resistance, on our H1 now we're seeing the price bouncing and coming back with what? With the it comes and now it is reacting from that higher time frame resistance. It comes back and breaks the support on H1, and then now it takes up, it goes up, and then I create this zone on H1. It's important. Why? Because it formed a move, it broke trend line and support. From that zone we formed this move which broke the trend line and broke the support. So it is important. So that's why when the price retests it, and again it is inside higher time frame area. So this H1 resistance, it is inside H4 resistance, so it is strong. So when the price comes back to it, we are more than welcome to sell from this and expect this a move to the downside. So maybe when the price hits this, now it gives you what? It gives you a pin bar. Now this is a confirmation. Now you are selling, you expect the price to do that. It doesn't happen all the time, or even if it gives you a pin bar here, you can sell that because you know that you are inside a higher time frame. So you can sell it and exit at the trend line, because remember the trend line is not yet broken. We are not going to predict that it will be broken, so we exit the trend line. If it gets broken, then that's when we'll continue searching for what? New selling opportunities. But until it gets broken, we are going to exit at it. Alright, then that's how you take trades. And then now here's another concept using the same concept. So that one was the area, the thing a pin bar. But you need to understand a pin bar scoring, we only take it into consideration if it forms at key areas. If a bullish pin bar must form at a support for us to say we're buying. It must form at a support, or it must form at a trend line. So if, let's say, for instance we're going up, and then we come down to the trend line, and then we give us a pin bar. Like this. Then we can take it knowing very well it is located at a significant or a key area, which is our trend line. And maybe if there's a support, we know it is located at a key area, which is what? Support plus trend line. So we can take a buy using this pin bar. Right. Now let's talk about like in engulfing. Engulfing, we have got H1 going up. We still hit the H4. We still hit the H4 resistance, and then on after hitting the H4 resistance, the price comes back, and then it forms a couple of bars going down, and then the trend line is broken. Remember, H4 is going to be sort of a summary of maybe 4 candlesticks here, and then it gives you one H4 bar. And then when you look at we're looking at H1 here. We know we hit the H4 resistance, and then we see H4, it hit the same resistance, and then it goes down and forms a strong bar here, which is summary of those candlesticks that I put there. So it forms a strong bar here to the downside, and then that strong bar, it swallows the previous bar that we formed when we're going up, which is what we're calling what? Engulfing. Ne? So we know that on H4, what is it that we know about H4? H4, we hit the resistance and we formed bearish engulfing, which means all of them, they are pointing the price to go down. Ne? It means when I come back to my H1, I'm more than welcome if the price goes to the resistance that we formed, and I can take a sell, knowing very well on my higher time frame, the higher time frame on my combination is pointing down. It gave me an engulfing. Right? That's how you use the concept of what? Of pin bar and what? And an engulfing pattern or engulfing bar. Both of them, they are showing signs of reversal. But now the important thing to note about them going, we're not gonna take every pin bar that we see on our chart. The pin bar that we're going to take into consideration is the one that forms at support or at resistance or at a trend line. Then the rest, we don't care about them. All right, then I think in the next video, that's when we'll be talking about what. So we are done with this one. We are done with this concept. The last one, I'm gonna put these ones together, then I'll be done, and then I'll create the playlist for you guys. All right, let's move to the next one.